Okay, gang, TeddyGrey on stuff today. Emiway, guess. Now, obviously, this is a direct response to Krishna's I guess. You guys know I've been very critical of Emiway in the past, but then I've also, supported a lot of his flows and some of his bars in the last, I think it was Mashanga 4. Some of his bars were insane. So I'm hoping that he's got more of that. I like the flows, but I like the bars too. So I'm hoping we get a little blend of both from Emiway. I'm hoping it's not just all hype. This is on 3 million views already. It can't just be hype. Let's go.
Emiway बनता है आगे ले फिर से मालूम है ना बंटा को लगेली भूख मेरा नाम लिए बिना कोई काम नहीं दे रहा लाफा दिया मैं सुनाई नहीं दे रहा सब्लिमिनल डेरी गाने में फट गई भाई बंटा का नाम नहीं ले रहा ये खाली सिर्फ करे ले गैस की ये लोग बेस्ट दे नॉट इवन श्योर बदन पे एलवी आंखों से पैरों तक क्रिश्चियन डियोर
Okay, so I wasn't really paying attention to the lyrics too much. I wanted to know what sort of beat he was on. Oh God, I was going to not watch this, but just watch Parked Up Anywhere with Larry. He's obviously done his reaction to it, but I got through his intro and I thought, you know what? I've already done the Krishna one. I may as well do this one, and then turned it off. So I didn't even know what sort of beat this was going to be. Okay, and I've already heard him mention Christian Dior as well, and that was one of my favourite bars from, I guess. What was it he said? Go lad on Carpe Diem, I Carpe Dior. Like, that was an actual bar. I really like that. So as long as he does a flip in like a creative way, I'm all here for it. You guys know I don't have a favourite. I don't have a dog in the race. I've done obviously more Krishna tracks than I have Emiway, but that doesn't mean he's my favourite. Do you know what I mean? I don't really pick sides when it comes to beefs. I don't really tend to pick sides. Unless I really don't like the other person. And then, you start to see me hate a little bit.
Emiway बनता है आगे ले फिर से मालूम है ना बंटा को लगेली भूख मेरा नाम लिए बिना कोई काम नहीं दे रहा लाफा दिया मैं सुनाई नहीं दे रहा सब्लिमिनल डेरी गाने में फट गई भाई बंटा का नाम नहीं ले रहा ये खाली सिर्फ करे ले गैस की ये लोग बेस्ट दे नॉट इवन श्योर बदन पे LV
on my body, and from the eye to toe, Christian Dior. So not only is he saying he's wearing Christian Dior, he's saying he wears LV as well, whereas Krishna only mentioned Dior. And I'm guessing the fact that he's talking about, oh, you won't mention my name anymore, is because obviously Krishna said Femiway. Like, he almost mentioned his name, and I'm pretty sure he's mentioned his actual name, and he's like mentioned Emiway's partner, whether it's his wife or not, I don't know. But obviously Krishna's been a lot more direct, and the I guess one, it did seem a little bit more subliminal, You'd have to be in the law already to know that. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, I feel that way.
बंटा का नाम नहीं ले रहा ये खाली सिर्फ करे ले गैस की ये लोग बेस्ट दे नॉट इवन श्योर बदन पे एलवी आंखों से पैरों तक क्रिश्चियन डियोर फीलिंग लाइक पार्टी करने का बैटल तो बट आई एम रेडी फॉर वॉर
Feeling like Ardy. Now, Ardy is one of those artists that I genuinely do not like. I don't feel like he brings anything unique or even good to the table. I don't rate his flows. I don't like his single syllable rhyme schemes. I don't know. I wish he'd have picked a better artist than Ardy. He should have said pot or paper. It's free, I guess. I hope he's not gonna. Oh my days! If he does, this is what I'm talking about creative. Like, for him to use that flow on this track, that's creative. This is the sort of shit that I want to hear. This is the sort of shit that I want to see. Let's go. I'm here for it. So the first parts of this sort of back and forth, this beef, it sort of felt like they were doing it just to like go at each other. Now it feels like they're doing it to prove which one of them's better, and I feel like that's a better reason for beef rather than just beefing because you don't like the other person. I suppose that's a better reason to beef, but I mean in terms of the quality and what we get as fans, it's better that they're trying to one up each other because then we keep getting the best thing from them. If that's the case, I'm willing for the beef to continue. What am I doing, man? Just play.
Best, they're not even sure. बदन पे अलवी आंखों से पैरों तक खुशन डियोर. Feeling like गाड़ी करने का बैटल तो but I'm ready for war. मैं जैसे जे 40 ओपोनेंट खत्म करूँ देके स्पैंडम बॉम्ब. ये करते क्यों बंटाई को डिस? क्यों? It's free I guess. साइन हुए बिना बना मैं कामयाब मैंने दिया स्ट्रेस. जेली लॉर्ड्स की जरूरत नहीं है मेरा व्यूज बचाने. ये हम ब्लेस. लाइन चुरा रहा तू अंग्रेजी गानों से आएला करने को फ्लेक्स. हाँ करता ने गैस आँख से मैं बेस्ट. बैक टू बैक गाने में लेता ने रेस्ट. हाँ बोले थे मालूम है मेरा एड्रेस फिर मांग रहे लोकेशन. मैंने लगे लिए खाए बेटा नो पेशेंस. इसलिए पड़े मेरे पीछे मैंने बहुत पेशेंट. देखा तेरे से तुझे पसंद कॉकेशियन क्योंकि यूके की पैदाइश औलाद है. मेरे माँ बाप भारत.
Was that a Caucasian joke? And you like cock Asian. So maybe there's like a comma after the word cock, and you like cock Asian because you're half British, Caucasian, cock Asian. That might be one of the best lines I've heard Emiway ever spit so far. You know, I haven't heard everything he's done, but in terms of like a diss, that's like a battle rap bar. That's very creative, you know? That's mad.
मैंने लगे लिए खाए बेटा नो पेशेंस. इसलिए पड़े मेरे पीछे मैंने बहुत पेशेंट. देखा तेरे से तुझे पसंद कॉकेशियन क्योंकि यूके की पैदाइश औलाद है. मेरे माँ बाप भारत से इसलिए तो बेटा भी फौलाद है. शक्कर है बार बार बंटा का बहुत हार्ड. साइन किए बिना कमारा मैं उंगली उठा रहे इनकी क्या औकात है. डेवन से लिरिकल साथ में कमर्शियल संभाला बंटा ने सीन में. मेरा कुत्ता बना देते बीफ में छीन के बैठा हूँ मैं इनकी नींद है. खाली सिप कर ले गैस की ये लोग बेस्ट दे नॉट इवन श्योर. बदन पे अलवी आंखों से पैरों तक खुशन डियोर. फिलहाल एक गाड़ी करने का बैटल तो बंटा हम रेडी फॉर वॉर. मैं जैसे जे 40 ओपोनेंट खत्म करूँ देके स्पैंडम बॉम्ब. ये करते क्यों बंटाई को डिस? क्यों? It's free I guess. साइन हुए बिना बना मैं कामयाब मैंने दिया स्ट्रेस. जेली लॉर्ड्स की जरूरत नहीं है मेरा व्यूज बचाने. ये हम ब्लेस. लाइन चुरा रहा तू अंग्रेजी गानों से आएला करने को फ्लेक्स. मैं जी रेला ड्रीम क्योंकि मैं सपनों की नगरी को कर रेला रैप. मुंबई सोचेगा बंटा इस बैक में किधर नहीं गया था. I never left. लड़के आंखें से सब कुछ बता देगा वैसा है अपना एड्रेस. मैं हो चुका पास लाइफ में बचकाने अभी तक लाइफ में दे रिलेट. सिर्फ करेला स्नीक डिस. तेरे गाने ने लोगों को सिखाया क्या? लड़की को लाते हैं बीफ में यही तेरी माँ ने सिखाया क्या?
You every time girl pulls up in a beef, that's what your mum taught you. Oh, so that's because obviously Krishna brought up. I mean, they were both doing it. He can't now get on a high horse and say, now, don't bring up women. He did it too. So, you know, he was talking about Krishna's mums. I don't know, they were both doing it. So he can't now get on his high horse and start being the morality police. Like, bro, you can't do that. I get what he's saying. You only sneak this. What do your songs teach people? I don't know if I'd quite agree with that. I mean, some of the Krishna tracks that I've heard, a lot of them have been like almost on like an Eminem flex, where it always feels like he's going against someone. Do you know? But I feel like Eminem, I feel like sometimes Krishna feels like he's battling his past work. Do you know what I mean? He's constantly trying to get better. So although it might not teach people, it's Krishna that's learning a lesson from his past works. Do you know what I mean? He's just there as sort of a conduit, like an inspiration to those that want to listen to his music. That's the sort of way that I take Krishna and his music. He's just trying to get better himself, you know? And if that means beefing people in the midst of that, if you need to do that to prove that you're better than that person, maybe the fact that Krishna goes against Emiway is a compliment to Emiway, because Krishna wouldn't keep going at him if he felt like he was way above him. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. But when the game went at Eminem didn't respond for a reason. Because they're not in the same lane. So maybe Krishna's complimenting him, I don't know.
कैसे सब कुछ बता देगा वैसा है अपना एड्रेस. मैं हो चुका पास लाइफ में बचकाने अभी तक लाइफ में दे रिलेट. सिर्फ करेला स्नीक डिस. तेरे गाने ने लोगों को सिखाया क्या? लड़की को लाते हैं बीफ में यही तेरी माँ ने सिखाया क्या? धन तेरा सब जो तूने कमाया तू हाथ डाला औरों के थाली में. हाल ही में आया दिवाली में फरसन बन के मालूम तू मिठाई था. कोई भी दे बीट सिंगर तू भी मेरे बेटा जिंदगी.
Isn't that a good thing that he came back on Diwali? It's a festival of light, bro.
में हाल ही में आया दिवाली.
Recently, you came back on Diwali, like sweets. I know you're a soft guy. Isn't that a good thing though? The fact that he came back on Diwali, does that make him soft? Because he returned back to the homeland, the motherland. He returned back there on their biggest festival of the year. I believe it is. Diwali. I don't know. I thought that would have been a good thing. I thought rappers would have given each other props for maintaining that religious aspect of themselves and music, you know? I don't know. It seems like he's going on a tangent of very weird things to pull him up on. Like, your music doesn't teach people, but then he's cussing him for coming back on Diwali. I don't know. Maybe it's because this track came out literally like 48 hours after I Guess. So maybe this was more like freestyle, just spur of the moment thing. So he didn't really have time to think it through. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But some of this seems a bit weird.
दिखाया क्या धन तेरा सब जो तूने कमाया तू हाथ डाला औरों के थाली में हाल ही में आया दिवाली में फरसन बन के मालूम तू मिठाई था कोई भी दे बीट सिंग करूँ तू भी मेरे बेटा जिंदगी में आ रही जीत कितना भी लीक तू मेरे से वीक जीत भी ना पाया तू करके चीट खाली से कर ले गैस की ये लोग बेस्ट दे नॉट इवन श्योर बदन पे एलवी आंखों से पैरों तक क्वेश्चन डियोर फीलिंग लाइक गाड़ी करने का बैटल तो बट आई एम रेडी फॉर वॉर मैं जैसे दे 40 ओपोनेंट खत्म करूँ दे के स्पैंडम वॉर ये खाली सिर्फ कर ले गैस ये खाली सिर्फ कर ले ये खाली सिर्फ कर ले गैस ये खाली सिर्फ कर ले मेरा भाई तू नहीं है मेरा भाई
Is he washing his car with a Christian Dior flannel? Let's call it a flannel because that's what he's using it as. But it looks like a scarf or a shawl or something. Jesus Christ. See what I mean? That's creative.
आज चूसेंगे देखो आप पन्नी में डाल के वाइटनर बच्ची तू चिनर I keep on repenting but I keep distance only I know I'm a sinner रहता मैं हाई-फाई इलाके में फिर भी मैं बदला नहीं we got no manners My girl is your mom and she don't wanna leave cause she already staying with Vinod bitch चलते रहे चल
Your girl is your girl is my mum or your girl is your mum?
मैं फिर भी मैं बदला नहीं we got no manners My girl is your mom and she
My girl is your mum. I like how he said that because he almost said that like in a British accent, almost like he was mocking Krishna. My girl is your mum. Oh, so I'm fucking your mum, basically. And she don't want to leave because she's staying with a winner. Okay, so he's basically saying he's fucking his mum.
don't wanna leave cause she already staying with Vinod bitch चलते रहे चल
Oh, was that the end of it? Okay. Well, you know, in terms of a diss track, I'd say that filled the criteria. That filled the criteria perfectly. He was creative in his disses towards him. He made it very, very clear that it was a diss based on Krishna's I Guess. He managed to bring it out within like 48 hours. I'm very impressed by this. The beat kind of reminded me of I Guess, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't the same beat, although there were trumpets in this one too. I don't know, man. I feel like if this beef continues, then it's going to get to a place where they're both just one-upping each other. And like I say, I feel like that's good for us as rap fans, because we get to pick it apart and we get to say who did better. Now, I haven't really had enough time with Krishna's diss track, and this, I'm only just hearing this, and it only dropped the other day. So nobody really has had enough time to go through it and find out who's winning currently after these diss tracks. I don't know. Anyone that's telling you one side, probably being a little bit biased. Although I say that, and Larry at Parked Up Anywhere, he rides for Krishna hard, and you can't really blame him, you know? He's a talented guy. So, without further ado, I'm gonna go away, listen to both of these tracks again. I'll let you know. Let me know what you think below, and I'll probably chat to a few of you. TeddyGrey and stuff, let's go.